Okay, week in review, 8/29/2022. I am not going to separate the comments from the week in review this week. I'm going to go through the comments. This one's going to be more heavily based towards comments because the week in review stuff is going to be shorter than usual. So I'm actually going to go through all the comments on today's, starting with James Mitchell. Dave, thank you for being open and answering questions. You're welcome. Liam Mulligan, question specifically, who owns CrossFit? Berkshire Partners owns CrossFit. Was there ever anything behind the open hints you gave, or was that just to throw people off the scent? Yes, there's absolutely those open hints to me really meant something and were very related to the actual test that or workout that was then announced. And each one, for very different reasons, was a hint that some of them, I've said this before, actually I thought was too obvious. But yeah, the hints, absolutely, there was something behind them. And, I can't go into what was behind every single one right now. Why do you delete your old Instagram post pictures? That's a great question. So actually, I think I did it even before I was fired, so it had nothing to do with that. I, at one point, had 1,500, I don't know, 2,000 posts. And I kind of, Instagram's like your living room, and it's representative of who you are and maybe what your clutter's like. And I don't like a lot of clutter, and I like things clean and simple. So one day I decided I have some time. I'm just going to go through all my posts and pretty much clean it all out. And it had nothing to do with anything I had posted or not wanting anything seen. They just said I wanted to have a smaller amount of posts on my page. I'll probably do that again soon. I think I have a couple hundred now on my page, and it's really just about cleaning out the clutter. And so if someone did come around and wanted to go through it, they wouldn't have a lot to go through, just a handful. So that's why I did that, and I think I will continue to do that. Chantel Holman, what is your opinion on writing RX next to the athlete's scores that did the workout as prescribed when posting class scores on the whiteboard at the end of class? I've heard it argued both ways. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on the matter. So yeah, if you guys have a gym and you have 20 people doing the workout and 15 of them are doing it scaled and the other 5 are doing it RX or whatever the ratio is, if you have a number of people doing it RX and a number of people not doing it RX, I think it's right and okay to write RX next to your time. I think it's really important in terms of differentiating different results and different times and scores and letting people know, someone who did Fran at 65 might see that their friend did it at 95, and that might motivate them. I do understand that some gyms and some programs like Street Parking, they kind of de-emphasize the scores and the times. So maybe in those communities, they don't encourage writing RX or doing that on the boards, and that's also okay too. It depends on what community you're with and what you're comfortable with. But my perspective, totally fine with it, and I think if the culture there is acceptable to it, and the coach and the gym owner puts priority on it, then absolutely put RX next to it. Anywhere I was working out or any group that I trained with, I would want that to be known and said, especially if you're comparing scores. It's pretty important. I did this workout once with Sevon at a gym when I was dropping in at every single gym in San Diego County. It was like 99 gyms, something like that. I'd drop in and take the hour class. I took Sevon with me to one of them, and there was this massive chipper, and we finished it, and he's like, "Dude, I was right on your tail." He goes, "I finished right behind you," and I was like, "Dude, that was 22 minutes." And he goes, "Yeah, it's 27 minutes. I was right behind you." I'm like, "You weren't even fucking close. And not only were you not close, you scaled like 5 or 6 things, and I didn't scale anything." He's like, "Oh, oops." He goes, "Oh, not a big deal, not a big deal." So, yeah, I'd like to compare apples to apples and not apples to oranges in this case. Moises Aracena. Hi, Dave. Thanks very much for these weekly updates. They are extremely useful for us as affiliates. I will write you a separate email as a few points worth discussing. My question, have you considered uploading these updates to Apple Podcasts, Spotify as auto only, audio only, so they can be downloaded, saved, and listed while on an airplane, commuting, etc. Greetings from Nirvana CrossFit in Chile. Very glad to see you back. Thank you. Greetings to you guys too. I have not thought about doing that. I don't know if I will. Technically, I don't know how, and I haven't looked into it, but it is a good idea. Johnny B, would you ever let Amanda Hari interview you? She used to be a journalist in the Tulsa area. I believe she is in NorCal somewhere now. I've met her. She was at the first gathering I did recently with NorCal affiliates. Yeah, I would let her interview me. Super cool person. Andrew Adamson. Hi, Dave. Really enjoying your updates and appreciate everything you do, so thank you. My question relates to someone else's question from a couple weeks back. It was about having a central point within the CrossFit space, I guess online, to post and promote jobs and positions at affiliated CrossFit gyms across the world. This is a fantastic idea. Is that something you and your team would consider? To be able to look for opportunities within the CrossFit world would be awesome for everyone. I'm sure it'd be well received. Thank you, Andrew from the UK. Yeah, it is something they're looking at. It's something we are looking at. Haven't committed to it completely, but it is a good idea. And after I saw the first comment about it, I looked into it within our team, and it's something they've explored. CrossFit La Penranta. Dave, why CrossFit give discounts on level courses for military, etc., but not for affiliate owners? I thought that affiliate owners were the lifeline, and it's not about the prices of the courses. They are worth every penny. Ade Kaisanan from CrossFit La Penrata. Where is this gym from? Anyway, so why don't we give discounts for military, or we do give discounts for military, but not affiliate owners? We're looking at that, and we're looking at various options on discounts and how that model works. But traditionally, the discounts for military have been around for a very long time, as long as I've been involved with CrossFit, and it has a lot to do with Greg and how much he really appreciated and supported the military. When I got involved, we were in the middle of all these various conflicts across the world, and military people were deploying, and Greg was very gracious and appreciative of their efforts. So that's something he started, and it's just been around for a very long time. Thank you for that, though. Houston Marsh. Dave, would CrossFit ever do an affiliate system, but for those in the one-on-one personal training space, it would be more accessible for those who don't care to work in a box but want to express the methodology, especially for those who travel and don't work out at a stationary location? Thanks, Dave. Yeah, someone replied to him, and I was wondering when individuals can affiliate as opposed to a box. I would to support and share the methodology, but I am not an affiliate. So you actually can affiliate as an individual. You could affiliate your garage. In the old days, there were individuals who affiliated in a park and didn't have an actual space. So if you have a garage gym and kind of what you're describing, you could be an affiliate. I think there should be different expressions. Maybe it looks a little different. As of right now, you could do it in the cases you guys are describing. Maddie Nagel, as soon as this video was over, Dave took out his gun and shot that bird. Nope, didn't do that. Someone said unlisted, I like the CrossFit idea, however, it's too expensive. Well, no wonder why they're unlisted. Reminiscent of the 90s and early 2000s when Gold's Gym was $200 a month before Planet Fitness changed that industry. Rob Poppy responded, go read a book maybe. Ryan Moody did respond to what I said last week. Ryan, yes, brother, you're right. Same, Ryan. I really look forward to more of your answer as you have more time to sit with my question. Thanks for all you do and all you have done and all you do. Thanks, Ryan. Let's chat about that at one point. Alice Carr Rodeo. Have a great week, Dave. Thank you. Westy, Dave, I would love to fly from Alabama to Cali to shoot at the ranch. Okay, make the trip out and I'll let you shoot at the ranch. Shannon S. Wags and Weights shirt link. So they put the link for the Doug the Dogo t-shirt in the comments. Summer W. Huge fan. CrossFit Games will never be the same without you coming back. Please be full action in the games next year. Question. I used to CrossFit 12 years ago. I got injured overseas in Iraq. I'm doing great now. I'll recovered perfect. I'm trying to go back to CrossFit. I'm afraid with my age. I just turned 47. I'm 12 years older now and 50 pounds heavier. I really want to go back to CrossFit. What do you recommend? Please give me some kind of advice. Should I go back and start from the beginning? I'm afraid I don't want to hurt myself. Plus, I'm 50 pounds heavier and 12 years older, as mentioned. LOL. We love you so much, Dave. Thank you for those amazing short videos. So, first of all, thanks for your service and what you did in Iraq and overseas. Second of all, absolutely, you should go back to CrossFit, find a local gym, and just start slow and don't think you know, because you've done CrossFit before, that you need to be fit to do CrossFit. And you're 47, I'm 45, I'm still, although you said you've left CrossFit for a number of years, I'm still doing CrossFit. Take your time with it, ease back in, find an affiliate who will accommodate and work with your circumstance and scale appropriately, and just take your time getting back into it. If going to an affiliate is too intimidating at this point, or you don't feel ready, follow CrossFit.com. Just follow their workouts and scale them. And we give a lot of videos and support there on how to actually do some of the workouts and scale them. If that's something you don't want to try, check out street parking. Try just doing some random programming you see. Try something. Here's what you need to do. You need to start moving again, even if it means walking around the block or doing some light exercise. But just take the first step forward, try something, do something, and then ease back into it. If you have any questions, Summer, hit me up, dave@crossfit.com, and I'd love to talk to you more about this. Austin Fairbanks, how do you eat Mexican food on low carbs? Well, so I'll go to a Mexican restaurant and I'll order some carne asada with the salad, with some sour cream, with extra avocado, with olives, with cheese, and I'll eat that. Just don't eat the rice and beans and tortillas. So I eat Mexican food all the time, super low carb. Glen Bridge CrossFit. Tried to send an email for the affiliate package and it would not go through. Email that email to me and I'll make sure it goes through. Dave@crossfit.com. Michael C. Have you ever considered big media buys with some of the big networks? Has CrossFit HQ ever considered big media buys with some of the big networks during sport games to market the affiliates? I don't know if they have in the last 5 or 6 months while I was gone. Before that, I don't think I wasn't aware of any conversations where we did, but I think it's something we should discuss and definitely look at. Aladdin Sane, how are your Ultra shoes holding up? Are they giving you any hot spots? Would you recommend them for people with wide feet? Thanks. So, Aladdin, they're holding up great. I'm really happy with them. They have not given me any hot spots. I've rucked a lot in them through various terrain. Would I recommend them for people with wide feet? That is what they're for. The Ultra shoes are meant, at least the models I'm using, are meant for people with wide feet. So yes, highly recommended. Sprint Slow, thanks Dave, as a 10-year affiliate owner. I appreciate these updates. Dog Dad Baby CrossFit. Affiliate tools is good. It helps small guys like me. Thank you guys. Thanks to the affiliate team and the media team who put those together. Seria Benek. I can't read that. It's in another language. Nick Lubers. Hello, Dave. A while back you mentioned you felt CrossFit Health could be doing better. I don't think I said it that way. Care to expand on that and what's happening with Precision Care? Thank you for the updates and thank you for your service. We're looking at all of that, and there should be more on that soon. Vladimir, can't understand, not in English. Michael Wright, any idea why there wasn't a virtual games this year? I don't know. Sorry, couldn't help you on that one. Okay, so leaving the comment section, and now we will dive into had a couple good calls with a Canadian affiliate who had some concerns with some of the pricing. That went really well. Had a good call with a South African affiliate who also runs a competition, and he offered a very cool experience. Come out to the competition, see their event, and then maybe even go on a safari. So really excited about the possibility of doing that. Don't know if it'll come together because of the trip and schedule, but still pretty cool. Last week, the Watsonville PD and Monterey County SWAT, Watsonville PD SWAT and Monterey County SWAT, two different groups. They came out here and did some training at the ranch. I had a bunch of meetings and calls. I wasn't able to, normally when these guys come out, I train with them. For those two groups, they've trained here a lot, and I have a lot of knowledge of their abilities and comfortable with them using the range on their own. So I let both of those groups use the range on their own. We had a workout on Friday with local HQ staff. That was a blast. It was a really good time here at the ranch. And basically what we did is I told them to bring some rucks, and we did a ruck around the property, around some of the big major paths in the various runs we've done at the CrossFit Games throughout the years. And it was a warm-up ruck and not meant to be a strenuous workout. So what we did was we shared one pack per pair. So we left here at the shop. We hiked up the hill, and as soon as we started going up, I made one of the individuals take the pack off, and then as a pair, they shared carrying the pack. And so it just created this environment where they had to work together and they communicated because they were bound, I should say, together by this effort of carrying the pack. Then we went down, they switched packs, or they switched who wore the pack. So every pair, one person carried, then they shared the load, then another person carried, or I should say wore. Then at that point, we switched everyone up. So they switched partners. Problem with that was some people had really heavy, like Dustin had a really heavy pack, and other people had a really light pack. So there was points where some people were carrying packs that were really heavy, while someone who should have had a heavy pack was carrying a light pack. Whatever, it wasn't about the weight, it was more about the experience and having the team work together. And so we had probably 3 different pairs, random pairs, that they rotated throughout. That took a really long time, much longer than I expected, and I had a big workout planned, but we also had food catered from 101 Wine Press here in Prunedale. So when we got back, instead of doing a big workout, I decided to shift and do something small, and something quick, what better to do than Tabata air squats. So we paired up again, and I told them to pair up by similar ability, and grab a medicine ball. And what we did was we did 1 session of Tabata air squats. One person held the 20-pound ball or whatever medicine ball your team chose, and you did the squats for 20 seconds, while the other member held the bottom position of an air squat. And you rotated through, and so you ended up doing four sets where you're squatting with the medicine ball, and 4 sets where you're resting in the squat position. And your total team score was the total score. So Dustin Virgil, he's a really strong dude, firefighter, former cop. He picked a 20-pound ball. I partnered with him, and we ended up getting like 150 something squats. He did 20 to 21 reps every single round that he went. I only did, I think, 15. I think I might have done 16 one round. And so we had the second highest score. Don and Zach Pine, they beat us by like 3 or 4 reps. So, but it was a really good way to finish off that big ruck. And then we had some great barbecue and just hung out and shot the shit. So that was a good time last week. Saturday, we had Red Point Fitness, not an affiliate, just a fitness gym. They're friends of the Gunco gun company out of San Jose, now moving to Hollister. They came out to the ranch and they did a little range day, independent of me. I let them use the facility. So that was a good time. I have a really big week coming up this week. I'm leaving on Wednesday, going to Wyoming and competing in a really big competition that I've been training a lot for. It's called the Sniper Adventure Challenge, and it's 48 hours in the field, and you do land nav with a ruck, and you stay out in the field, and you hit various points and accomplish various tasks and shoot different stages. And I'm really excited about it. Been prepping for it for a long time, and on next week's week in review, I'll let you know how that went. All right, thanks a lot. Until next week.